It gained a little bit of traction among, like, again, the queer Charli fans. Like, oh, we have a TikTok dance, this is so fun. And then one morning I woke up and I check out my phone and I have a ton of comments that are like, girl, get up, check your notifications. Hi, I'm Kelley and I'm Charli XCX's most viral fan. That label is so much pressure, oh my God. Thankfully it's not biggest fan, because I know some gay men in Bushwick who would kill me if I said that, so. I've always been a really big fan of Charli. I found her when I was in my Tumblr era. I just really loved how authentic she was. She wanted to be who she was. She didn't want to have to put on any facade. I really connected with that authenticity. I knew something was up when Charli dropped the album cover, just the green with the brat, and everyone online was like, girl, where's the visuals? Like, these aren't good. Like, this isn't even a photo. But I knew she was cooking. And then the album dropped and I was like, this is incredible. This is absolutely amazing. I think it's like just a perfect culmination of her entire discography and who she is as an artist. And it seems like to me, she was putting out something that she truly loved and was really proud of. And the album had been out for like a week and everyone was giving their rankings on TikTok, you know, like ranking the Brat album track by track. And everyone was putting Apple last. And I was like, are we hearing the same song? Are you guys crazy? I was like, oh, it'd be so fun to make a TikTok dance to one of her songs. So I made the Apple dance one morning in like 20 minutes in my PJs, and I posted it. It gained a little bit of traction among, like, again, the queer Charli fans. Like, oh, we have a TikTok dance, this is so fun. And then one morning I woke up and I check out my phone and I have a ton of comments that are like, girl, get up, check your notifications. And Charli, Troy, and Terrence had done my dance. And I was like half asleep, like, what is happening here? Charli herself doing the dance is what sort of made it take off. I had never made a TikTok dance before, ever. This was my first one. And it was a runaway success, so now I don't need to do one ever again. It's great. Every day I woke up and there was some new celebrity had done the dance and I was getting tagged in like literally hundreds of videos, and I watched every single one. Some of the standouts of people I've seen do the dance: Stephen Colbert, Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang, Charli herself, George finally did the Apple dance, the whole cast of Twisters, I think Kerry Washington did it at one point, Eva Longoria, Brooke Shields, Ashley Tisdale, Joe Jonas. Every time I thought, okay, it's kind of faded, that was really great, some other celebrity would do it and then it would just take off again. Maybe people didn't know who Charli was, but they did the Apple dance and that was their gateway to discovering her. And then they stay because she's an incredible artist. So after Charli did the dance, I was getting a lot of comments that were like, oh my gosh, Kelley, you have to do this on Sweato, or you have to do this at the concert. And I was like, sorry guys, I was not able to get tickets for the show. And Charli actually DM'd me and she said, I love the dance. I heard you couldn't get tickets for Sweat. What's your email? And I was inside like, it's like the weekend before the MSG show. And I get a message from Terrence, who's following up and is like, Charli and I want you to be Apple Girl for the MSG show. And I was really hoping they would ask. And so I was just like, oh my goodness, like more screaming than I would probably do in this studio right now. The day of the concert came and I was definitely like, really nervous. One of the dancers was given a camera and there was a light on it. And I was just trying to listen to the song because I was like, the most embarrassing thing I could do right now is to like miss my cue, you know? But I'm listening to the song, the camera's on, and I just lock in and I'm like, okay, nothing to do but serve for my life. After the concert, you know, there were 30,000 people at MSG and they had all taken videos of me doing the Apple dance. And so those videos started to go viral. I kept hearing and getting sent tweets and TikToks of myself doing the dance. And the captions were all like, OG Apple Girl, creator of the Apple dance, does the dance at the MSG show. And it was really cool because after I did the dance, over the speakers on the microphone, Charli was like, and I was like, ah. So as trends sort of die out, I was like, this was the, Brat Summer, and everyone was doing Apple Dance this summer. But then Apple kept popping up in places, I've seen it on SNL skits. I've seen it being done at other concerts. People are still tagging me in videos to this day of them doing the Apple Dance. I had Fortnite reach out to license the dance from me, and now you can do the Apple Dance on Fortnite, which is so crazy and surreal, because it really does feel like Apple became a part of pop culture in that summer. And the fact that you can still find it in areas of pop culture even a year later, I think is really special, because that doesn't always happen to viral trends. Charli fans are really wonderful people, because I think a lot of us have our origins in queer culture or club culture, and that's a really accepting and loving community. And I think, at least I can say for myself, it's been really amazing watching Charli get her flowers now that she has name recognition. She has a whole summer named after her. For me, I'm just really happy to see that happen to an artist. And I think a lot of her fans are too. That summer, I basically felt like I posted a dance that I made in my bedroom, and then the next thing I knew, I was performing at Madison Square Garden. And that's crazy and so special.